So American Made, David. I'm not going to ask if you liked it because it gives it away. But you were entertained. You were enjoying it. This was an enjoyable afternoon.
Do I give my review after we've guessed how much it is, or I know this is me getting slightly. I don't know how much. I'll give a general review, shall I now, sort of thing, or
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
what I'm sort
yeah.
of overthinking it.
Yeah,
Something
I don't think
bizarrely.
anyone gives a shit
I think
really, but yeah, your
based
general
on
review.
general review. Well, I hope they give a little.
No, they give a
No, no,
shit,
I'm
but
joking.
you
I'm
know.
joking. Yeah, that was just. But I wasn't going into diva mode there. I think I like to think that people do.
They
This
give
is
a
a
shit, but you know,
this is a central
it's
part
just
of their life.
it's a bit of fun.
Absolutely. Just relax, Dave. Just go with it, mate. I would say definitely based on a real story is intriguing. Definitely, as I say, you've got like Tom Cruise playing more of an anti-hero, like he did in War of the Worlds. He's still a likable chap, but he's got some faults in his personality because Maverick and Ethan Hunt, they can be a bit one tone. And I think it's the last time he did that. And also, it moves along at a good pace. And he's almost like a bit of a overly enthusiastic clown. He just like embraces any opportunity given to him to embrace the American dream. So it's like, right, you want me to smuggle drugs? Absolutely. You want me to smuggle weapons? Absolutely. But the more he works with different people that don't realize he's working for other people, he finds himself in this prison of lies. It's almost like we watched Talented Mr. Ripley last week and we reviewed that. Don't get me wrong, they're very different films, but it's once again this character's getting deeper and deeper into trouble. And
You
the
going? Sorry, shit. Sorry. I think I've got some sort of. As soon as I hear something, sometimes I have to. My
oh,
wife has taught me
let's
that.
just go with it.
Are you
Deeper
going to
and
deep,
deeper in the ocean
baby,
of
deep, deep down
lies.
in the deep sugar? Or is the
Deep,
bottle
deep,
going to
down,
deep,
deep,
baby,
baby,
deep,
deep,
deep
deep
down? Do you
down.
remember
Deep.
that? He's 17.
Oh, absolutely. I was doing my own version, but then
Oh,
suddenly the E17 influence, deep, deep down. I do remember that black and white wearing their like ski jackets.
here we going
Kind of rap
deep,
me,
baby,
baby,
deep,
deep,
deep
deep
down in the
down.
sweet
Deep, baby,
sugar.
deep, deep down.
I
What does
hated
your
E17.
partner say that sometimes you just take a right
Oh,
turn?
she just has this like that. I don't know. You'll say something and she'll just go, yeah, I don't know what she does. Really.
Oh, so it's not you doing it. She'll do it. She'll suddenly go into a different tangent type of
Yeah,
thing.
and she sort of taught me to do that. So apologies.
Oh, not at all. I mean, that's just it shows a
I'm
creative
blaming her.
mind.
I'm blaming my wife for cutting in
Absolutely,
there.
from polluting yourself type of thing with this element. But I mean, not at all. So I think it's almost like every now and then we want some kind of feedback from the YouTube community. How much do you enjoy this unrehearsed a cappella? Does it hook you in? Does it interest you? Because if it does, I'm here to serve the audience,
Yeah,
and I'll do
maybe
an
not.
improvised
I need
rap the whole bloody
whenever I
time.
sort of cut in and do a song, I imagine people like really listening to the review, going, "Oh, for fuck's sake, why have we got snot for an E17?" I can't help it, David. I can't
No,
help it.
absolutely, we are what we are. We are as God has
You are
molded
what you
us.
eat.
Quite right. You are what you eat. Absolutely. Um, so yeah, it's a case of it's very much a character piece. The pace is very quick, very fast. It's by Doug Liman, the guy who did the Bourne film, the first Bourne film, not the others. That was Paul Greengrass. He did Jumper. He did the other Tom Cruise film where Tom Cruise finds himself in a time loop, and I'm forgetting the name of that because in actual fact they
Looper.
no, it's not Looper. That's Ryan Johnson, but it's a case of
Minority Report.
it's not that one, but Minority Report is a good one
La
because they actually
da.
changed the title from cinema to DVD.
Right.
Um, so it's like time loop film. Tom Cruise. So he's well known for these very fast moving. Edge of Tomorrow. That's the movie. He
Right.
also did that with Tom Cruise. So it's got that fast moving pace, but it's definitely about a man who's getting very greedy money wise. He's got so much money, he doesn't know what to do with it because it's all given to him
It's,
in
t-
notes.
it's Tony Way in Edge of Tomorrow.
He's in Edge of
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I had a good chat with him about working with Tom. Should
Oh
get Tony
wow,
on the
what was
pod.
that like? Yeah,
Or get him on
God,
the pod.
yes.
Get him on the pod.
I'd love to have him on the pod, Captain. We just talk about Tom memories.
Yeah. Right. Let's review American Made. So for all of you out there in YouTube land watching live, please put your guesses into the chat box. How many choc ices out of 5 do you think David's going to give American Made? That's what it's called, isn't it? American Made?
Absolutely American
Yeah.
made. He's a made through the insanity and the contradictions of America.
Okay. American Made, Tom Cruise's movie, American Made. How many choc ices out of 5 are you going to give it?
3.5. Oh,
Andy McH said 3.5. KB said 3.5.
interesting
Okay.
stuff. It's
So you
what's in a
weren't blown
0.5?
away by it.
Oh, no. I thought it was good, and it was very, very much near a 4. I would say because it moves along so quickly, it almost at times goes for dark humour and comedy, and because of that, there's a lack of depth for the supporting characters. I think it would have added a bit more to it if he'd spent a bit more time at home with his family and his wife, who appear briefly, but I think more time with them would have helped, certainly.
Why have I never heard of this film, David?
Because it didn't set the world on fire, and I think it's probably the last time he's done one of these kind of very character focused films, because everything he's done since is very spectacle orientated, and he's right to do that because people, I think, American Made is now more of a Netflix experience. It's to go to the cinema now, it's got to be experiential, as they say, and it's got to be him doing a stunt, like leaping off the side of a cliff on a bike, or real life aviator cinematography with Maverick. It's got to be these very spectacle driven movies.
So you recommend it though? So it's an
definitely recommend it.
Movie.
Absolutely, I definitely recommend it. But I just say lack of depth for the supporting characters. I mean, like the CIA agent that appears every now and then, played by Donald Gleason. He's interesting, but it'd been interesting to have a bit more depth within him, and certainly more focus on the family life, because there'd have been more at stake, I think. I enjoyed the fast-moving pace of it, but I think sometimes it just needed to stop, breathe, and let the characters develop a bit more.
Well, David, thank you so much for this week's random movie review.
Thank you for your eardrum time. Thank you for listening to me, people.